Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. So students, we have started a new initiative that is of handwritten notes. It is helpful to understand the news daily, time saving and very useful for your revision. We aims to cover 15 questions via handwritten notes in upcoming bank exams. These handwritten notes are available on daily current affairs content PDF at our mobile application and website careerscloud.in. Only our Crack Current Affairs subscribers will be able to access these handwritten notes. A sample PDF of the handwritten notes will be available in the description. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing about topic sports for January month. Session will be quite interesting and important, so stay tuned with us till the end. Let's start students. Which team has won the title of Pro Kabaddi League Season 11 by defeating Patna Pirates in the final that was held at Shri Shiv Chhatrapati Sports Complex in Balwadi, Pune, Maharashtra in December 2024. So name that team, that is Haryana Steelers. This marked their first ever Pro Kabaddi League title for Haryana Steelers and they have won a prize of 3 crore rupees, and this was the season 11 of the Pro Kabaddi League. Next, who won the inaugural King Cup International Badminton Open 24 title after defeating China's Hu Jian in the final match? Right? Who won the inaugural King Cup title International Badminton Open? It was won by Anders Antonsen. Right? Anders Antonsen, he is of Denmark. Next, who was appointed as a board member in the new interim Asian boxing body formed after Asia inclusion in the world boxing structure in December 24. So, who was appointed as the board member? Ajay Singh. Next, which state has recently claimed the 78th Santosh Trophy title by defeating Kerala in Hyderabad, Telangana? This Santosh Trophy, this is related to which sport? It is related to football. First question. Second, which state has won the 78th Santosh Trophy title? It was won by West Bengal. The final was held where? It was held in Hyderabad, Telangana, and this is West Bengal's 33rd time winning this Santosh Trophy. Next, name the mascots unveiled by the Kho-Kho Federation of India for the first ever Kho-Kho World Cup scheduled from 13th to 19th of January at Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium of New Delhi. So name that mascot. It is Tejas and Tara. The tournament will feature 21 men's and 20 women's teams from 24 countries, and the mascot Tejas and Tara are dynamic gazelles that represent the spirit of the tournament. And this was the first ever Kho-Kho World Cup scheduled from 13th to 19th of January by Sports Authority of India, will be held at the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium in New Delhi. Next, and one more thing, there was a green trophy for women and a blue trophy for men. Next, which of the following points are correct with respect to the test series to win the Border Gavaskar Trophy held between India and Australia in Sydney, Australia? If we look at the options, option A and C are right, B is wrong. B is saying Ravi Chandra Ashwin was awarded with the Player of the Series title as he emerged as the highest wicket taker of the tournament with 22 wickets. Is it correct? So Ravi Chandra Ashwin was awarded here. No, Ravi Chandra Ashwin was not awarded, but who was awarded with this trophy? Jasprit Bumrah. Now option B is also right. Next, cricketer Martin Guptill, who recently announced his retirement from international cricket, represents which country? He represents New Zealand. Next, which of the following cricketers from Bangladesh has recently announced retirement from all the forms of international cricket? So Tamim Iqbal Khan has announced retirement from international cricket. Next, which football club recently defeated Real Madrid to win the 41st edition of the Spanish Super Cup final held in King Abdullah Sports Stadium in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia? So it is Barcelona, right? They have defeated Real Madrid to win the 14th edition of the Spanish Super Cup title. Take a note of this. This is important. And Barcelona, this is 15th time that they have won this title. Next, which of the following are not correct with respect to India Open Super 750 badminton tournament held from 14th to 19th of January? If we look at the options, option A is only right, B and C are wrong. I correct, students. It is asked which is of the following is not correct. So A is not correct, B and C are correct. A is saying that Hong Kong's Lee Chuk Yin has won the men's single title in the finals. Is it correct? No. So Victor Axelsen of Denmark has recently won the men's single title here. Next, which of the following are correct with respect to the Kho World Cup held from 13th to 19th of January in New Delhi? If we look at the options, the correct one, it is A and C. B is wrong. B is saying that Indian women's team has won the Kho World Cup title by defeating Sri Lanka in the finals. Is it correct? So no, remember Indians men team here, they have defeated Sri Lanka in the finals. Right? And Indian women's has won their title by defeating Bangladesh in the finals. Yes, correct. Now all the options are rightly mentioned. Next, the International Tennis Federation recently announced Dash and Iga Natalia Swiatek as men's and women's ITF world champion for their exceptional performance. So who was announced as the women's ITF world champion? Iga Swiatek. And for the men's category, Jannik Sinner. Jannik Sinner, correct, he is from Italy. Next, which cricket team has recently won the 5th title of Vijay Hazare Trophy by defeating Vidarbha cricket team in the finals held in Vadodara, Gujarat? So it is Karnataka's cricket team that has won the 5th title of the Vijay Hazare Trophy. Next, who is the international event ambassador for the 20th edition of Mumbai Marathon 2025 recently held in Mumbai, Maharashtra? So Mohammad Muqtabar Jama Farah, right? He was the international event ambassador for the 20th edition of the Mumbai Marathon held in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next, name the international Indian Grandmaster who recently won the 9th Johor International Open Chess Tournament in January held in Malaysia. So Inian Pennyvislam, right? He is the Indian Grandmaster who has won the 9th edition of the Johor International Open Chess Tournament. Next, identify the team that recently won the inaugural Women's Hockey India League title by defeating GSW Surma Hockey Club of Punjab and Haryana held in Ranchi. So, identify the team. It is your which team? It is your Odisha Warriors. Next, name the Indian track and field athlete who recently won the gold medal in the women's 60-meter hurdles at the elite indoor meeting in Nantes, France. So, who is that Indian track and field athlete? Jyoti Yarachi. Right? So, take a note of this. And one more thing, she is from which state? She is from Andhra Pradesh. Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. So, these are your important current affairs, students. Now, let's move to the revision part.
In January, RBI released the Payment Systems Report December 24 analyzing the payment transactions trends over the past 5 years up to 2024. Find out the incorrect statement. If we look at the options, only option B is wrong, A is right, C is right. B is saying that UPI contribution to the digital payment volume increased to 90% in calendar year 2024. So did it increase to 90%? Right? No, it increased by 83% in the calendar year 24. Now all the options are right. Next is, according to United States Green Building Council recently released report, pick out the incorrect statement. If we look at the options, option C is wrong, A and B are right. C is saying Canada has topped the list with 1,860 LEED certified projects covering more than 25 million gross square meter. Is it correct? So it is China that has topped the main or this list, that is Chinese mainland, right? That has topped the list here with 1860 LEED certified projects. Next is, pick out the incorrect statement regarding the 6th bi-monthly monetary policy for FY25. If we look at the options here, pick out the incorrect statement, right? So A is here among the following, it is A is wrong and C is wrong, right? So we have to find the incorrect one. Now B is right. A is saying that The policy repo rate under the liquid adjustment facility has been increased by 25 basis point to 6.75%. No, it has decreased by 25 basis point to 6.25%. That was earlier 6.5%. Now option A is right. C is saying that RBI has postponed the implementation of the proposed liquidity coverage ratio norms and project financing guidelines till March 2028. Is it correct? No, it is till 31st of March 2026. Now everything is right. Moving on, name the country that topped the 2024 Corruption Perception Index released by Transparency International, measuring public sector corruption in 180 countries. So, name that country that topped the 2024 Corruption Perception Index. It was topped by Denmark, right? And our country was on the 96th spot. Next, according to Bloomberg Limited Partnership, Asia's richest families 2025 index, which family topped with a net worth of $90.5 billion? It is Ambani family that has topped the list in the Asia's richest families index 2025. Next, what could be India total natural gas consumption by 2030 with targeted strategies and policy interventions according to International Energy Agency report, India's gas market report outlook for 2030. So what could be India's total natural gas project consumption by 2030? It will be around 120 billion cubic meters. Next, which of the following state is not in the top 5 regarding the devolution index report, which stated about the status of devolution to panchayats in states and indicative evidence based ranking of 2024 released in Feb 2025 in Delhi? So it is Andhra Pradesh. Next, as per Morgan Stanley Capital International Incorporation's MSCI Equity Index of Feb 25 Index Review, Dash was added to the MSCI Emerging Market Index and MSCI India Domestic Index. So which company was added? It is Hyundai Motor India Limited. It was added to the MSCI Emerging Markets Index and MSCI India Domestic Index. Next, according to the Future Brand Index 24 released in Feb, which of the following is not among the top 5 spots? It is Disney Jet is not among the top 5 spots, rest all are there. Next, pick out the correct statement regarding the India's import and export data released by Ministry of Commerce and Industry in Feb 25. If we look at the options here, all the 3 options are rightly mentioned. Next, what is India urban employment rate in current weekly status aged among persons above aged 15 years and above according to the 25th quarterly bulletin of the periodic labor force survey for October to December 2024 and 5, right? It is 6.4%. This is the Indian urban unemployment rate in the current weekly status for the persons aged 15 years and above. Next, what is the GDP growth rate of India projected by ICRA Limited for October to December quarter, that is the third quarter of FY25? It is projected to be around 6.4%. Next, as per the 4th edition of the Burgundy Private Huron India 500 list released by Axis Banks Limited, Burgundy's Private and Huron India in Feb 25, which of the following companies are not in the top 5? Which among the following are not in top 5? Infosys and HDFC, they are not among the top 5, rest all are in the top 5. Reliance Industries Limited, then TCS, HDFC Bank, Bharti Airtel, ICICI Bank, these are the top 5. Next, pick out the incorrect statement according to the Times Higher Education latest World Reputation Ranking report released in Feb 2025. If we look at the options, option C is the incorrect one, right? This is our answer. Both A and B are right. C is saying that IIT Bombay secured a position in the 151 to 175 ranking range. Is it correct? So yes, it is IIT Bombay, right, which was featured. This time IIT has not been featured here, right? So no ranking of IIT. This ranking was of last year. Next, which of the following organization recently published the report titled Asia and the Pacific Sustainable Development Goal Progress Report, engaging communities to close the evidence gap of 25, focusing on tracking the progress of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals? It is United Nations Economic and Social Commission for the Asia Pacific region, and 169 targets will be targeted. Next, what is India's projected GDP growth rate for FY25 according to Moody's report titled Asia Pacific Outlook Chaos Ahead released in Feb 2025. So it is projected to be around 6.4%. Next, name the company that topped the ratings by Power Finance Corporation Limited for the third consecutive year in February 2025 for operational excellence during the regional meeting of power sector in India. It is Adani Electricity Mobility Limited. Take a note of this. Next, Bain and Company and National Association of Software and Service Companies, that is NASCOM. So Bain and Company and NASCOM, they jointly released the report Transforming India into a Tech-Driven Economy in Feb 2025. As per the report, by which year India is projected to become the high income nation with a GDP between 23 to 25 trillion dollar. It is by 2047. Next, mention the Indian airport that ranked 8th among the top 10 busiest airports globally as per the official airline guide report. That's the world's busiest airport in 25 released in Feb 2025. It is your Indira Gandhi International Airport of Delhi. Next, what was the total disbursement of the microfinance loans during the third quarter of FY25 as per the 52nd edition of the Micrometer for third quarter report released by Microfinance Institution Network India for Feb 2025. This will be around to 22,091 crore.
Next, in March, Indian Space Research Organization and the Semiconductor Laboratory, they have jointly delivered the first production of the two 32-bit microprocessor, which are they are your Vikram 3201 and Kalpana 3201, and they are both developed for space applications. Right, that means in space systems, in space equipments, these two 32-bit microprocessors will be utilized. Next, who won the 2025 season opening Australian Grand Prix that was held at the Alberta Park Circuit in Melbourne, Australia on 16th of March 2025? It is Lando Norris. Right? And Lando Norris, he drives for McLaren. He is from UK. Right? And he won this Australian Grand Prix. Then Red Bulls, Max Verstappen was on the second position, and George Russell of Mercedes was on the third position. Next, in which country the seawater desalination plant will be established as per the contract secured by the joint venture of L&T and Water Effluent Treatment Business and Lentania SA of Spain in March 2025. So basically it is a seawater desalination. That means seawater will be collected and from this salt will be separated and clean drinking water will be separated. So in which country this plant will be established? This will be established in Saudi Arabia. Next, in March, the Union Minister for Finance Nirmala Sitharaman has launched a mobile application for the Prime Minister's internship scheme in Delhi and also inaugurated the first facilitation center for PMIS that is located where? So it will be located in Kolkata, West Bengal. And remember this PMIS scheme, under this scheme, internship will be provided to the youth in the top 500 companies of India. And it will be an interesting scheme as the physical or practical knowledge will be provided to the individuals here. Next, who assumed the office as the new Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago on March 17, succeeding Dr. Keith Rowley? So, Stuart Richard Young, right? He assumed the Prime Minister's office of Trinidad and Tobago. Next, identify the women's cricket team that won the Women's Premier League title in the final that was held in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So, who won the women's IPL team, IPL event? That was the third edition here. It was won by Mumbai Indians. Take a note of this. Mumbai Indians was captained by Harmanpreet Kaur, right? And Delhi Capitals, who secured second position, right, over the runner-up here, was led by Captain Meghan More-Lanek. Next, mention the company that launched the open source lightweight AI model series Gamma 3 as a successor to Gamma 2 in March 2025. So it is Google, right? This Gamma model, these are of Google. Next is in March, the Lok Sabha Secretariat collaborated with the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology to develop AI-powered solutions that is aiming at providing multilingual support and improving the parliamentary operations. Right? So it is your Sansad Bhashini. Next, at which institute ISRO's chairman Dr. V. Narayan inaugurated Sri S. Ramakrishnan Center of Excellence in Fluid and Thermal Science Research in March 2025. It is your IIT Madras, Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. Next, name the organization that in collaboration with India AI under MEITY launched the India AI Hackathon 25 themed mineral targeting using artificial intelligence. It is GSI, Google Geological Survey of India. Moving on, mention the city which is set to be launched or set to launch India first green waste processing plant under Swachh Bharat Mission Urban via public-private partnership model as announced in March 2025. It is of Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Next, RBI they signed an MOU with Dash to promote the use of local currencies for cross-border transaction, aiming to boost the bilateral trade. So RBI they signed an MOU with whom? With Bank of Mauritius, and this will promote the usage of local currency, that is Indian rupees and Mauritian rupiah, between the cross-border transaction. Next, mention the Indian literary theorist and Padma Bhushan awardee who was honored with the 2025 Hallberg Prize for her influence contribution to feminist theory, literary criticism, and post-colonial thought. It is Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak. Next, Bajaj Finserv Limited, they acquired what percentage of stake held by Alliance SE in their Indian non-life and life insurance joint ventures in March 2025? It is 26%. Next, which spacecraft returned the astronauts Sunita Williams and Barry Butch Wilmore to Earth after the extended mission to the International Space Station? So, what is the name of that aircraft? It is SpaceX Dragon capsule, and the mission was named as Crew 9.